Hello everyone, welcome to APPA Public School. This is your IT teacher Shashidhar SK. In last class, we were discussed about chapter 6, analyzing data in a spreadsheet. In today's class, we are going to discuss about chapter 7 and 8. Firstly, chapter 7, linking data and spreadsheet. Let us see through the PowerPoint. And also we are going to do the activities based on the concepts. Let's begin. Unit 2, electronic spreadsheet. In that we have chapter number 7, linking data and spreadsheet. Linking spreadsheet data enables you to keep the information updated without editing in multiple locations every time the data changes. I'll give an example for this. For example, your subject teachers are having spreadsheets, or else we have a workbook. In that, different sheets are having different subject marks. In sheet 1, mathematics marks; sheet 2, science marks; sheet 3, social marks. In the same way, all the subjects. At last, we need to create the consolidated sheet. The same marks we need to take, right? So what regularly we are doing? Copy paste. When we are making copy paste, whatever you are if you want to make changes in the sheets, that will not be updated. If you are created link between them, then if you are making changes 1 or 2 student marks, then it will be updated automatically in consolidated sheet, if your sheet is having link between those data. Understood? And it saves the time, reduces the errors, and improves the data integrity. And next, linking spreadsheet data is the most desirable method than the copy paste method. I have given example for this also. I think you are understanding. The next is creating references to other worksheets, and we can create the reference or a link between the workbooks also. And for that we have two methods. One is using keyboard and using mouse for both worksheets as well as workbooks. First one is using keyboard. That means we need to type the address for the particular sheet or a workbook, right? The next is hyperlinks. A hyperlink is colored and underlined text or a graphics which works as a reference to a specific location or document or web page that the user can jump to by clicking the link. And I'll give you the example for this. Your web page, whenever you are clicking on particular image, that will takes you to some other locations, right? In the same way we can do in a Excel also. We can create the link between the worksheets or any other files also, another workbooks. In other words, it is a quick way to view and access related information from different sources. Even we can create the link between the database also, like MS Access or SQL. I'll show you that in a practical also. So next is followings are the some purposes to create hyperlinks. So what are the purposes? Let us see. Hyperlinks to sheets. We can create the link for the accessing the sheets, spreadsheets or worksheets. And the next is the linking with the external data. As I said before, we can create the link between the MS Access tables also. We can take the data which is available in the database, in MS Access database. Next is sending an email to a specified address. We can add the link to we can add the email address also. Just in a single click, that will be sent to the particular recipient. And next is linking to registered data source. So that means the registered data sources can be linked to the spreadsheets, as I said before, SQL or a MS Access. So again we have two types of hyperlinks. One is relative hyperlink and another one is absolute hyperlink. That means relative hyperlink is contains a partial address. It doesn't require the full address. Just it part address is enough to this. It can create the link with the condition is the destination file and the source file both should be stored in the same location or a same drive, same folder, like that. For that the partial address is enough to this. And the next is absolute hyperlink, and it contains the full address of the destination file. We can create the link, we can add the link. I have given the example also. So HTTP means the web page it is, and the C users, APS, documents. So this is the address of the document which is available in my system or my computer, right? Okay, next is let us see all these things practically. Let's begin. Okay, so the first one is creating a link between the worksheets. First I'll go with the mouse. So this is the example, the same example I have taken from your textbook. It is the most easiest to you, and you can also practice in your own system. And here we have the values, and it is a census state wise in a 2010, 14 and 18. So these are the number of tigers values it is, and these the sum of these values should be displayed over here. That means we are creating the hyperlink. We are creating the link between the sheets. How to do that? So for that we have two ways, as we discussed before, through mouse or through keyboard. First I'll go with the mouse. So here the answer should be displayed, right? First every formula begins with the equal sign, right? And then create the write sum, the bracket, and select the number of cells, and next close the bracket, and here you can see the change in the formula bar. Click enter it, the value we got it, and here we can get the sum of those values. The same formula can be inserted here like this. Just click on it. So this is the sum of the values which is present in the sheet 1 and the sheet 2, right? And through keyboard, how to create the same formula we need to write through the keyboard, only that is the thing. So this is the formula, the sum and the open braces, that means brackets, and this is the exclamatory, and we can add through the single quote also. So this is the actual way to create the formula, right? Now let's begin to create the link between the different workbooks. The same file I'll take, I'll make it a save as chapter 7. For this we are taking example link, save it. I'll remove these values, and the sum of those two values should be, I'll remove this one also, delete it. Now we want to sum of the, sorry, so here we have the file. So here we have the values. So these values, you can see the title bar. Here we have the file name chapter 7. From this workbook I want to calculate the values, and that should be displayed in the chapter 7 link. So in this file, so here click insert equal sign and go to this worksheet, and we need to write the sum, open the bracket and select the cells and enter it. So here we got the value. you can see the changes in the formula. So in last example we have seen only sheet 1, sheet 2 like that, and in this it is included the file name also, workbook name and the sheet. The same formula can be copied to the all the cells. So here one more thing, so we got the same values. Why? We have copied the formula to the all the adjacent cells, though it is not showing the valid answer or a correct answers. Why? Because it contains this formula or a relative reference and absolute references we were studied in the previous classes. That means the dollar sign should be removed, then it will be the cell address will get changes automatically. If you are inserted dollar sign, it will be constant, it will not be changed when you are copying the formula to the adjacent cells. So let's remove that. So this one, so before the alphabet and after the alphabet dollar sign will be available, and you should remove that to enter it. So here I'll remove this B5, I need to make it so like this. So now it is changed, the same formula. Now I will drag it to the adjacent cells, then it will gets updated, right? So this is the way of creating the link between the sheet and the workbooks. Okay. Next is linking to external data. Here we have two different hyperlinks. One is relative hyperlink and another one is absolute hyperlink. Let us see those things also, how to create the absolute and relative hyperlinks. Okay, the same file I'll take. So how to create the link? That means first I'll go with the relative hyperlink, which contains the partial address. For that, click on Insert tab. Here we have the option Hyperlink. Just click on it, and here we have different sheets. I want to create the link between the sheets. Place in this document the number of sheets it is showing, sheet 1 and the sheet 2. Type the cell reference, which cell you want to create the link. For that, sheet 1, in that I'll take B4. Click on OK. So here just click on it and it will showing the value which is contained in the sheet 1 B4 cell. So this is the relative hyperlink. Within the sheet we can, or a link between the sheets we can create it. The thing is it should be placed in the same location or a same folder or same drive. Next is how to create the absolute hyperlink. Again click on the hyperlink, click on the create a new document. So through that we can create the new document also. Here name of a new document, I'll give linking, sorry, I'll go with the type of link. Absolute hyperlink. Click on OK. Now the file is created. You can see the changes, absolute hyperlink. You can go back to the here and just click on it, that file will be opened. So here, right? So this is the way of creating the link between the sheets. We can even create the new file. Okay, next last one is creating the email address. Click on it, and here text to display, what it should be displayed. I'll write email link. So this is the email address. I'll write something APS klb at gmail.com, and here the subject something, click on OK. So this is the email link, just click on it, it will opens in the mail service or mail ID or application. So this is the application, so through the mail it will be linked. Understood? So this is the creating the hyperlinks. One is absolute reference or absolute hyperlink or relative hyperlink. So relative hyperlink, that means creating the hyperlink between the sheets, and the absolute hyperlink is creating the link for the workbooks, and the email link for email addresses. That's it. Next is importing data from external data sources. Okay, the external data sources are nothing but MS Access database or SQL database, any external data sources that can be accessed or imported to the worksheets. So let us see that also. First I need to open the MS Access. Here I'll write Access. I hope all are familiar with the MS Access. So I'll take the blank database. So this is the name of the database. Hyperlink I'll give the name. So this is the file name, create. So here we need to create the number of tables. For that we need to change the view in design view. So this is the table name, student table I'll take. So in this table, so what are the fields required that we need to enter here? First one is roll number, and the data type should be number, and the name of the student, and data type should be text, and for the name this is also text, and mother name, this is also text, and this is class, it should be numerical value, and the section is also text, right? So these fields I need. So let us change the view, take the data sheet view. Before that it will ask to save. Yes, click on yes. So here we need to create the records. So roll number 1, student 1, the same, student father 1, another one, the class 10, section A, and for the same thing for the 2, student 2, and STD for the 2, mother 2, and again class 10, and it will be B. Right, click on save. The database is saved. So these two records I want to import in Excel sheet. How to create that? Okay, now the database is, so now the database is created. So those data I want to import in this file. So this is a file name, absolute hyperlink. Just we created a new file. So go to data tab. Here we have the option in a get external data. In this group we have the command or option from access. Click on it, and we need to select the file which is available in the chapter 7 and 8. Here we have saved the hyperlink. Just click on open. So it is asking to what you want to require, table or a pivot table. So we want to import the table, right, for an existing worksheet or a new worksheet. So the existing worksheet is empty, it is just I'll select this one, click on OK. So those data are available in the worksheet. So this is the way of importing data from external sources, right? So this is all about chapter 7. I hope all are understanding the concepts which I explained in this video. Okay, next is again chapter 8, sharing and reviewing a spreadsheet. So in this chapter we are going to understand about sharing and the reviewing spreadsheet. That means sharing means we can share the same spreadsheet or a workbook over the network simultaneously. More than one user can use the same worksheet, right? Let us see those key points. Excel offers the sharing feature using which you can give access to the other users to work on the same spreadsheet at the same time, right? So for this we want a LAN connection. In a server we can share the Excel file or a spreadsheet, and the same file at the same time number of users can add their data into the same file, right? And the next, it saves the trouble of keeping track of multiple versions of the same spreadsheet. So as I said before, different teachers are maintaining their marks, their subject marks in a different worksheets, right? And at last we need to combine or merge them, and it takes more time, and there is a chances to get the errors also, right? For that we can go with this option, and you can keep a track of the changes that the other people make and accept or reject those changes. So here one more feature we have, we can track the changes. So whatever the changes made by other users, we can see them, and we can, if it is valid, we can accept it, or else we can reject the changes, and the data will remain same. It will not be harmful to original data, right? And next, okay, so let us see these things practically. First one is setting up a spreadsheet for sharing. First we need to set up the spreadsheet to the share. Before sharing, we need to enable some options to share that in network. Now let us see that one by one. So here we have the file to share over the network. So for that we need to set up a file. How to do that? Just take the tab review. Here we have the option in a changes group. What is that? Share workbook. Just click on it, and here we have the option allow changes by more than one user at the same time. We need to enable it. Check it. Now click on OK. So we have not saved before, so that's why it is asking to save. 7, 8, and here I'll write the file name for the sharing. Click on OK, save. So this is saved. In a title bar along with the file name, it is showing shared. So through that also we can understand. So this file is shared over the network, and or else it is enabled sharing. So here I want to I'll close this one, again I'll open it, just without closing, just I'll open that. So here we have the value, right? It is again opened. So these things, right now I'm a user, right? Receiver side or in another system how it is displaying. So like the same file is displaying, just instead of 500 I'll make it as 400, 300, or here 700, 800, right? So now we can track the changes. Let us see that. So here accept and reject. This action will now save the workbook. Do you want to continue? Yes, save it. And here, so when not yet reviewed, so that means we have not reviewed. Who? Everyone. So where? So here we can select it. Click on OK. So what are the changes done in this cell? Changed cell D3 500 to 400. So before it was 500, now it is 400. If you want to accept it, the change, you can click on accept. If you want to reject the change, you can click on reject. Accept, 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 accept. So these things are changed by the other users. So this is the way of tracking the changes. And even we can highlight the changes. That means the whatever we made changes, that will be displayed in another new sheet. Just list the changes in on a new sheet. Just click on OK. No changes were found with the specified properties. That means just now we have saved. Instead of that, I'll take it as again 8 and I'll make it. And this one I'll make it 500, and here 200, and here 800. Right? You can see that. Just take the mouse pointer over the cell. You can see the changes. Who has changed? So APS, date also is there, and time also, and change cell D3 from 400 to 800. In the same way, the next cell, the changed to the 300 to 500. Right? So you can see the changes. I'll select the cell and highlight the changes, and it should be listed in the another worksheet. Okay, accept all. Okay, sorry, even you should not select it. Accept. Sorry, highlight. So here this is the history. So here one more sheet is created. So the history, wherever the data is changed, that action will be displayed here, and the old value and the new value. We can easily extract the data also. Who has changed, that also we can come to know that. Understood? The next is setting up spreadsheet for sharing. That's over. Opening and saving a shared spreadsheet. That's also over. So recording changes. That's over. Reviewing the changes. Okay. So now is comparing and merging workbooks. Right. So which is shared data that can be merged. How to do that? Let us see. So now the same file I'll take, because the shared file only can be merged, right? So again I'll copy it. I'll open the folder here. So the hyperlink we have created, for sharing, right? So here sharing, I'll copy it and again I'll paste it. That means the sharing copy. So this is a copied file and this is the original file. So both are shared files now, right? Now we need to merge them. So here we don't have that option, right? For that we need to add from the add-ins or Excel options. So click on it, and here take the add-ins. No, press enter. Advanced, no, customize. Okay, in a customize window we have to take all the commands. So here we want to add the command to the quick access toolbar, that is compare and merge. So here we have the option, just click on add, click on OK. So the extra button we got here in quick access toolbar, right? So click on. So before that I'll make some changes into that file, then you can easily understand that merged data. I'll close this one, yes, that file, change sharing copy. So here I'll make one more field, March, April I'll take. I'll add some data into this. Right. So these changes I have made in the worksheet. So this is also shared. You can see that name. Sharing copy, this is the file name, and in bracket it is showing as a shared. That means this file also shared in the network. Now merge it, just click on it. I'll open that file. So we need to merge these data into that file. Okay, so this one. So here I'll take this option, shared, and which file or you want to merge. So this one, click on OK. So now currently it is opened. I'll close that. Right. Now click on it. Directly we got the values which are changed in that file. You can see the file name, shared, only sharing it is. We got the value or imported or merged data from the sharing copy. That is the name of that file, right? You can see the changes, and here you can see the comment box, right? So these are reviews. Now again you can go to that track changes, accept and reject. Okay, so here E2, so before it was blank to April, accept it, and before it is blank, now it is changed to 500, accept. Before it was blank and 250, we'll reject this one, we'll see that. So again it is rejected the value, now it is blank only. So now accept, now accept all, now it is merged. So this is the way of merging the data from the different worksheets. Next is okay, so comparing and merging workbooks over adding and weaving workbooks. Okay, next is we can add the comments. For example, what kind of value it is, I can add the comment to this. Just click on it and I paste the name of the system it is. So here the value, so this is the value of number of cars sold in the month April. So this is the comment. Just take the mouse pointer over the cell and you can see the comment. So easily we can understand what kind of value or data it has, right? Again click on it, and here we can do these operations related to the comment. We can edit the comment, delete, and previous and the next, right? Okay, so this is all about chapter 7 and 8. I hope all of you understood all the concepts which I explained in this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in evening FCC classes. Thank you.